Fitness will change your entire life if you don't look at it as just fitness. Now that seems backwards. Stick with me. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why I am saying that. Fitness will change your life if you don't look at it as fitness. I want you to think about that theme as we move through this short video. You must change your life because you can. Humans possess a very unique trait that, as far as we're aware, we're the only things on this planet that has it. We're the only things in the universe that has it that we're aware of, right? Which is free will and consciousness, proper, real, deep consciousness. And this is very, very unique, and this is incredible, and it's insane, and it's mind-blowing. And yet people overlook it. Nobody thinks about this. As a modern society, we've lost our connection to where we've come from, and evolution, and the universe. You've got to understand this. You've got to understand what a gift this is. That we have free will, and that we can do whatever we want. We have this supercomputer in our heads. We are fucking geniuses. Everyone's talking about AI right now. AI is phenomenal, and you should be using AI. I use AI every single day. I use ChatGPT every single day. But we've created that. That's come from us. You know, we're the real superpower here. Don't forget that. But you need to remember how powerful and how special having free will is, because it means you can do anything you want with your life. Anything. You can completely rewrite what your story is going to be once you really start to grasp how special of a scenario you are in. And all humans are in. Most people don't even consider any of this. Stress, anxiety, low self-esteem, low confidence are not coded into the human experience. They are not coded into the universe. That's from our doing. These are all things that we've created as humans. They're not meant to be there. No one's put them there. We've created them. It's a byproduct of humans being how we are now, an evolution. Because we've created a system where, not even a system, just a complete world, the whole earth, causes these things from our doing. It's not meant to be there. If you're experiencing any of those things right now, you need to sort it out. You need to sort it out. This is not another one of those videos where it's like, mate, you need to get on top of those weaknesses of yours. That message still rings true. But the point is, you're not meant to feel that fucking way. You are not meant to feel that way, and yet so many people are. And I've used the word coded there on purpose. It's not coded into the human experience or the universe. It's not meant to be there. It's not normal for it to be there. We've just put it in. And just like an SD card, trying to see if I've got one to hand, or a USB, you can unplug that. You can take that coding out. It is not meant to be there. You can unplug that SD card, that USB, that cable, however you want to look at it. And you can take that out of your experience, but it's not as easy as just unplug it. That's just an analogy. But it can be done. You can start to operate and move through life like that doesn't even fucking exist in your reality. And I've done this, so I can speak from experience. Life is never perfect. There is always room for growth. You should always be on a mission to change your life for the better, because there's no max limit to how good life can get. It is limitless. If you're not making life better at all times, or at least thinking about it, working towards it in some way, You are wasting your time on this earth and in this universe. We do not know why we're here, boys. We do not know why we are here. We don't know what the meaning of life is. We don't know if anything's going to happen after we die. But it's just the most magical thing that we could have ever imagined that we've been granted with. Existing. And how many times do you think about it? How many times do you show gratitude for that? Rarely, right? We walk around miserable. We walk around pissed off, getting annoyed over the smallest fucking shit. What a waste. What a waste of time, energy, focus. Time is running out. Time is running out. We've got to spend it wisely. We are all moving closer to the end of our days every minute of the day. Changing your life is always an option. And it should be your priority. Create the best life and experience that you can. You only get one fucking go. You get one go, guys. It is not hard to understand the weight and the importance of this once you start to really think about it. I've already changed my own life. Some of you guys that follow me on Instagram will have seen me post about this. The person I am now is far from who I used to be. We've all had periods of being a little bit lost when we're younger. I had a 2 or 3 year period of going pretty much off the fucking rails, doing every substance under the sun. And it was all fueled by anxiety, social anxiety, low confidence, low self-esteem, self-loathing, hating myself, hating everything about myself, not accepting myself, and then I had to channel that negative energy into something, which is when I went down the completely wrong path. But everything happens for a reason. Without getting so low and so off track and so fucking depressed in this period of my life, I wouldn't be here now doing something that I love, helping other people to change their lives. So would I change it? Fuck no. Fuck no. Absolutely not. I would never, ever change that. When I first came out of this situation, I thought, why has this happened to me? This is so unfair. As time's moved on, I'm going, thank God that happened. Thank fucking God that happened. Now, I've already transformed so differently to how I was. I've evolved so much in all ways. I mean, look at the visuals. Look at how different I look. That is me, and it probably doesn't look like me, but it is me. I've evolved visually. I've evolved internally, mindset, the way I think, the way I talk to myself, the trajectory that my life is on. But it's just the beginning. People will look at this and they'll go, oh, well done, mate, job done. The job has just begun. This is what you need to understand. There is no limit to how much you can change your life. And in 5-10 years, I'm going to look back. I could do another one of these presentations. I could put myself now from 2025 here, and then I could be filming another video and going, yeah, look how much my life changed again. Because we can change. That's the only reason you need to pursue it. We can change. We're the only thing that can selectively decide, right, I'm not happy with this, I'm going to do something about it. There is no other animal or living thing on earth that can do that. That is special. That is unique. The fact that you can do that means that we are meant to do that. Everything in this universe is designed purposefully. I don't know who designed it. I don't know what designed it. I don't know why we're here, but everything has a role. The fact that we can do that means that we should do it. Do not settle. If you've made improvements to your life and you are happy with it, then well done. Give yourself a pat on the back, but do not allow that to become your new comfort zone. So what are the ingredients for life changing? We can define it by this statement at the top: moving from an undesirable lifestyle to a more desirable one. So there's many moving parts of this, but you can break it down into like 2. in the flesh versus underneath the flesh. In the flesh is this, the visuals, how you've changed, building your physique, finding a style, identity, way of dressing, facial hair, getting rid of your hair, finding what fits you, finding what you're happy with, what feels right, redefining yourself, how you look. And that is important, guys. It is very important because that's how you interact with the world. Your image creates a level of self-confidence. I used to despise myself here. I hated how I look. I'm 6'3". Filled out obviously a lot now. Put on a lot of muscle. At this period of my life, I was skinny and I was long and gangly, and I hated it. When I walked into a room, I just felt like all the eyes were on me, and they probably weren't. But that's how I felt. I fucking hated it. And that's very important. Like, you can't just convince yourself that you are now confident if you don't like how you look. So in the flesh, very important. But then underneath the flesh as well, which is the internal work. Who you are, where your mind's at, how you talk to yourself, the way you think, how you control your emotions. That's the real life-changing stuff. But you need both. That's more important though. But you definitely work towards both. Don't neglect either. Underneath the flesh is key. In order to change your life, you need elite self-awareness and honesty. If you're fat, overweight, if you're addicted to alcohol, addicted to porn, addicted to gambling, or there's any areas of your life letting you down, but you won't admit it, that will always hold you back until you can become the person that can admit it. Internal evolution. This is where you get your quick, fast wins. We work on mindset. Physique and performance progress is always limited by biological factors. There is only a certain speed at which you can move with changing how you look, dropping body fat, building muscle. Internally, how we think is instant. So we need the internal evolution from a direct source of effort. If you just go on a physique journey, you will evolve internally, but it will be a byproduct of being on the physique journey. You need specific work for the internal. You need physical and mental challenge for the discomfort. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You must be on a journey or a mission. We need this as humans, not even men, just humans. Women need it too. There has to be something going on in our life that we're working towards. We always need a goal of some sort. We can have multiple goals across different areas of life, but you have to have something that's pulling you forward. You must. That's part of human DNA. That is coded within us. We need something to work towards. When we don't have that, we feel lost. It doesn't have to be something crazy. It just needs to be something that we can put our finger on and go, right, that's why I'm getting out of bed this morning. That's why I'm not snoozing the alarm and getting back in bed. That's why I'm remaining disciplined today. You have to have that. You need a tribe of people that are aligned with you for support. There are so many people in this world. 8 billion. You can't even get your head around those numbers, guys. 8 billion. No one can get their head around how many fucking people that is. Life is so vast. Life is so diverse. Next time you're in a public place, I want you to think about this. Ideally a busy public place like a city or a town centre or an airport, something like that. I want you to just stop for a minute and I want you to just people watch for 5 minutes and just watch everyone walking past you, from left to right, from behind you to in front, from in front to behind. Everyone just going on their different paths, their different journeys in life. And look at all these people and just think for a minute. Every single one of these people that I'm never going to see again in my life has a full life story. They've got a full network of people. They've got a full memories or full memory bank of a full life, of childhood, of school. They've got a friends group. They've got a job. They might work for a company that you've bought products from before and you'll never know. They've got all these stresses and anxieties that you'll never know about. They've got all these goals they're working towards. They've got a certain unique way of living life. And you'll never see them again. And there's fucking thousands of them just up and down all the time. They're all going to a different place. They've all come from a different place. They've all got a unique way of dressing. They've all got different priorities, different morals and ethics. Life is so diverse and there's so many people. The point I'm making here is you shouldn't try and keep up with that, with how many people there are. What you need to do is refine it. You need to subtract it and go, right, okay, there are too many things to be focusing on, so I need to find my group of people. Rather than focusing on the masses, because there's 8 billion, I need to do the opposite. I need to go, right, where's that niche group of people that are on the exact same journey that I'm on? And you need consistency of the above. Fitness is the answer. Fitness is the thing that will change your life, guys. This is not about get the six-pack and your life will be changed because you feel so good that you've got the six-pack. It's not that. Anyone that says that is a fucking idiot. And they don't understand it. And you don't listen to them. Unfollow them. If you follow someone right now that says that, unfollow them because they just don't understand it. They don't understand the deeper meaning behind it all. But if we look at all those things that I've just listed, fitness ticks the box with all of them. It does it for you indirectly. And this is an important point. Fitness will do this indirectly. Just by you being on a journey of trying to train, trying to exercise, trying to be fitter and healthier, a lot of these things will get ticked off. As soon as you follow a system that also directly targets these, you're fucking killing it. You are killing it. And that is what functional physiques is all about. That's what the system is built around. That's why people are reporting their life is changing. Literally, I was thinking about the topic of the video, or the title of the video to make today. And I was just looking back through client conversations. I feel like my life is changing was a message. That's obviously the video title then. You don't get that from training and calories, guys. This is intentional work to change your life. Fitness will do this indirectly, but you need direct work on all of this, especially the internal work. Paired up and aligned with a fitness plan that's taking you to a physique and a performance goal and life goals, you can't fail. This is how you change your life. And remember, you need to change your life because you can. Because you possess the ability to change your life. That's the only justification that you need. And that's it, guys. You need to start waking up to this. You need to start becoming aware. You're in control. Most people aren't in control. You just decide to be in control. That's how this works. That's how you get the most out of life. You decide. You take control. Because you can. It is as simple as that.